Got started. Okay, so now the access modifiers, right? We spoke yesterday, like access modifiers, as I told. So this is basically when, as per like the word access modifiers. So we have multiple modifiers in Java, like private, default, protected, public. These modifiers decides the access of variables, methods and class. So variables, like we have multiple variables, right? So we can use int, like any data type, int, long, string we can use. So for each variable that which we declare in the class, so we can decide this variable access with modifiers. So we have a private modifier here. That means we are telling the compiler, Java compiler, that so this variable basically, right? So it is access. This access level is only up to the class. So we cannot. I mean, this variable cannot be accessed out of the class. That's what we are telling. So that's about access modifiers. So there are four types. So as we saw yesterday, so private can be applied to variables and methods, and the default can be applied to all the three variables, methods, and class. And protected will be applied to variables and methods, and public can be applied to all. So that means for class, if you observe, only default and public can be applied. So for class, as we saw yesterday, when you try to put private, okay, for class, it throw the compilation error. And when we try to put public, sorry, when try to put protector for the class, it will throw the compilation error. So then that's somewhat like modifiers. We saw example with the private. So when we define one of the class product, so with the default action modifier, and inside there is a private variable. So inside there is a private variable, and this variable, when we try to access outside of the class here, which is access modifiers private class. So this will throw the this throw next yesterday, like the compilation time error, compile error basically. So, and when we try to access even method also, private method also, it throw the compilation error. So, and when you try to access non-private, here if you look at the get data is public method. So non-private method, when you try to access, it doesn't throw any compilation errors. That's about access modifiers. That's about private, and then default. Default is basically if you don't put any modifier for variable, or for class or for method. If you don't put any basically modifier, it's called default. Default is package level, as is highlighted. Package level, that means when we define, like in our example, right? So I have two packages here. One is default package and another one is com test demo. So if any default class is there, or default method or variable is there, so the default one is access. Suppose let's say in one of the class, we have access modifiers private, not this one, like let's say any other class, directory class. If we have any default thing here, so this director class default variables, methods and class can be accessed inside the class. The example what we saw, there is a product default class, and this class doesn't have any modifier in front of it. There's no product public and private will not allow any class. So we didn't put any public and protected here. So if you don't put anything, it's a default one, default product. And so default is allowed only inside the package. That means here, if you look at in this example, right, there is a another package which is called user package, and in that package, when you try to access this product class, you throw the compilation error, because this is basically, right, this product is allowed only inside the same package. So that is the limitation. So that's about the package level, so that is default access. So and after that, protected, like we have a protected one. So protected, as I told yesterday, it is package level as well. As package level means, and subclass, I can say, like package plus subclass. So when there is a protected variable or method, it is package plus subclass. So it is a package plus subclass, and so that is package plus subclass. And so if you look at this example, like class product, so we have a class product, and that is there in Dexter package. So here, so there is a protected variable which is int a. A is the protected variable, and the message is also protected method, and we have protected variable and protected method. So these protected, right? So we have these protected variables are accessible within the package of Dexter, as well as subclass, like so here if you look at another package, Dexter has one more class which is subproduct. So that product extends, like product class, and so this class can access the variables of this product protected variable. So that means, let's see, like so subproduct is basically the class is, I mean, there is a object is created with the subclass, sorry, subproduct. And from the subproduct, when you try to access a variable, you still allow, because a is protected and it is accessible through subclass. So even message also allowed. Let me show like example with protected, and that will give some idea. So let's put product class here. So what I will do, I will basically uh, comment this class, because this already product class is defined here. So I want to create one more class with the product. So let's comment this program completely. So this product, I am going to create one product class here. And I'll put same variable. Let me get the variables here. So I put define one of the variable which is a variable here, and a message the method. So these variable and the method are protected. So protected means it has compared to private, less restricted. So it can be accessed through package as well as subclass. So now I'm going to try to access this product in the same package. So obviously, like protected variable and methods can be accessed in the same package. That I'm going to show you first. So let me comment this class. So here is, yeah, product is already instance is created. Let me try to, like access product class variables. So this will allow a is allowed here. So because in the product class, if you see, so this is a is the variable and the message is the method. So now let's try to access these two here. So a is the variable, it can be accessed, there is no compilation error. So it can be accessed, and let's try to access message, basically, like message method, and the message also can be accessed. Here I can see both accessible, and we can print the data whatever it displays. So there is a method, a message, there is an error it is showing. What is that? Okay, there's one more bracket, function bracket. So this is the reason. So okay, there is no return type. That is the problem. So message is basically it just display Like, here itself it will print the data. That is the problem. Like, we don't need to put in a standard or dot println. We will directly call that method. So it is accessible. So product message is accessible because it's a protected can be accessed from the same package as well as subclass. Now I'm going to show you. So let me run this. It will print a value as well as a value as well as the method, basically a value as well as, like, the method whatever it prints, right? Hello product. So that message it display. Whatever it print hello product it displays. So, and that's about the same package. I'm going to show you the another package, like, subclass, another package. So another package, if it is not subclass, let's try to, like, put here somewhere. Okay, let me try to declare another another, like, class which is not even subclass. If you look at this class, right? So this is not subclass of the product. So now when we're trying to access, it will throw the error. So let's try to access product. Product can be accessed. Product, what is the, let me go to the product. What is the, so it's a public product class can be accessed because it can be accessed. The variables only we have restriction. So are you following me? Or any questions so far?
We follow you.
Okay, okay. So now, yeah. So now what I'm going to do? So let me like, where is the class? Okay, so yeah, here I'm trying to create a product instance. So I'm trying to create product instance. The product is allowed because it will allow. I need to import. I imported this class. Okay, so that is allowed. Imported means here like this. We have to import. I import this product. Okay, so from the package. So we I imported just now, and so when you try to access any one of the variable, it will not, because prod PRD. So it doesn't give us access for a variable as well as the message method, because a and message are protected here. So we cannot access from other package which is not subclass. So the protected variables can be accessed from the same package as well as other package subclasses. So that's the rule. So now when I try to access here from different class, which different class of like different package, it doesn't. Now if I define one more class here, let me comment this. Okay. So let me remove. Then I'll create one more class here, which is subproduct. I'm going to create one more class, which is subproduct. And the subproduct is now what I'm going to do. I'm going to extend this subproduct to product class, which is subclass. Now this is subclass of this product. So it throw the error because it's not imported. So I'm going to import it. So when I import, it actually allows to extend. So this one is the parent class, and this one is a subclass. And now what I can do, so this is allowed here. Like, I can access like, all the variables of product variables through this subproduct. Now let me define override one more like one more variable here, like int b private variable. Private is like only this. So after that, let me create one more class here. I remove public. So subproduct extends product. Now I'm going to create one more main method. So as I told, like, main method is for starting, and it is for standalone program. This is while learning, we write main methods main. So public static void main, and here let me close the class. So I need to like let me put inside, because the rule is the class, like, as I told, the rule is the file name should be the same as the class name. So I already created the file name as subproduct should be the same as the public class. Now I can create inside here the main method, public static void main. Yes. Okay, now inside here, let me like create subproduct uh, instead subproduct instance, and so through subproduct I can able to access the variables of the protected. So now subproduct that now if you look at it, it is allowed to access a as well as message also it is showing. Like let me print a value. So now
Chandra,
yes,
now we extended the subproduct, right? Red on the top.
yes.
So where is the parent class of the?
This parent is in different package, right? So if you look at
Oh yeah,
info,
yeah,
different package. So
yeah.
this one
Okay.
is this one just
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
right? Yeah. So this is a product like which has int a variable, and as well as like we have a message is another method. So subproduct, if you look at it, right? So now so this one extends the product which is there, and here so what I'm trying to show you, so the product parent class has parent product class has protected variables. So these protected variables are still accessible. If you look at the subproduct, right, it is declared in different packages. So different package also can access through subproduct subclass basically. So that is what I am trying to show you here. So let me run this. Okay, it is accessible. It prints the data. So so protected, the rule is protected is package plus subclass. So either basically, yeah, it is accessible through same package as well as subclass of different package. Subclass of different package. Yeah, that's about protected. So you can practice this one or like from the video, if you follow the video, like
Mm.
whatever the example I put in video, either one you can practice. Okay. And and after that, okay, so public there is no restriction, you can access from anywhere, so we don't need to run even program for public. Basically there is no restriction, all classes in Java universe or Java world you can access public variables, public methods, class, there is no restriction. So no need to run program. If you have any public variable, public method, public class can be accessed from anywhere. So that's what we're going to practice the public program. So now let's
Chandra, I have a question.
yeah.
So, since you said public, you can access from anywhere, right? So, say if you have two packages and they
Okay.
have same, you have the same class of both the classes have the same name,
Yeah.
and you are in the third package, you are trying to access the other class. How would it know that which class is going to accessing? Because both have the same name, though.
So it still will allow. Let me show you. So here, if we have a, so let's put product here, like one more. Product is already in one package, so let's put product here. So product still is allowed to create, but it is different package. Let me create product. So now, see this product is created, but the package, the default package. Let me change this packaging also, avoiding confusion. So let me change the factor. Okay, let me create one more package. So we have one package with test demo, right? I'm creating with test, something like demo. test. So some test education, something like this is the another package. Here I am going to create the product class. So this still access we can access from this class whatever we have, right? Let me put here sub product. Okay, that the other products still can be accessed, but the product package is different. If you look at, right, so if you look at, you can import this. This shows already difference, like So there is a product class exists in two packages: com test demo education, which you want to import. Okay, then if you put education, you import education. So because already there is another product is create here, that's the reason it shows. So you can still have the option to decide which package class you want to import and use it. Okay.
Okay, so since you have imported one package, so if say if you have imported both the packages, now you put product dot something,
It will
it will
not
still
allow
show.
here. It will not allow here. You can still do that like this with full qualifier, like like this. It will do. You cannot. That
Oh, so you have to put a whole, okay, whole name.
yeah,
Okay,
you can put
got it. Thank you.
yeah. This way you can put. You can access that C variable. Whatever the the public protected they have. Yeah, you can access the based on the restriction.
So
Okay.
basically, you cannot write import com dot test here, right?
Yes, yes.
On
You
the
cannot
top line.
write. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So now let's move on to next topic. Yeah, there is a tabular format which is which actually gives us some idea of what kind of modifier which class. Suppose this what it tells, right? This one Java modifier. We have public, private, protected default. This I didn't talk actually. So I will talk about this other modifiers, like which are which doesn't decide the access level. These are non-access modifiers we call. So this one, right, access modifiers. So public. So if you have a public variable, public class, public method, so you can access from anywhere, from class. You can access from same class, from class variable methods. Okay, this will tell, like public. These are like for which types of components can be applied modifiers, like public can be applied to class, public can be applied to variable method. That actually we already spoke actually, from this chat, right? The same thing it tells, like from this chat whatever we saw. So in this table it tells the same. So we don't need to go through this. And the next table is important. Let me so okay, if we have a public, the variable method, and if we have a public class, so from the same class can be accessed or not? Yes. From any class in the same package can be accessed. Yes. From a subclass in the same package, it can be accessed, and anywhere, like basically public, right? Let's see protected. Protected. What is the rule? From same package and as well as subclass of another package. That is the protected rule, right? So let's say if we have a protected variable and protected method. So from same class can be accessed? Yes. From any class in the same package? Yes, it can be accessed because protected will allow the package level access. From a subclass in the same package, from the subclass in the same package, yes, from the same package it will allow from anywhere. And from a subclass outside of the same package, yes, because we saw just now, like subproduct is another package class, and it can be allowed. And from any non subclass, like of outside of the package, no. There is one example I showed, right? That is sortable, like there's a class which is non-subclass, definitely like it is not allowed. And the default one, if you observe this chart, you can observe, if you understand this chart, you can completely understand about access modifiers. So default variable, default class, default method. So what is the default rule? It's a package level only. Default is package. So from the same class, default if you have, yes, it can be allowed. And because same package from anywhere it will allow, right? So from any class in the same package, yes, it will allow same package. From from a subclass in the same package, yes, subclass. So if you have a different package, like subclass and a different package, non-subclass, it will not allow. And private is like only private. What is the restriction? Only from the same class. And if it is different class, like within the same package or different package, any subclass or non-subclass, it is not allowed. No, no, no. Here it says private is more restricted. Default is less restricted, little less compared to private. And protected is compared to these two, less restricted. And public is no restriction. That's like everything is acts with the public modifier. That's about this table. Any questions in this table? Do you get it?
Yeah. I think it's,
You do you understand?
yeah, I think it's, yeah, almost.
Yeah,
I have
you
to
can.
go again by myself. That's
But
what I sync after.
Yeah.
what is that Salem is saying? I didn't get. I didn't catch.
I say it will sync after I review by myself.
Yeah,
Sitting
you can
and
go
read.
to the video. Okay, you can go to the video and understand.
Yeah.
Try to understand this. Like I will send this document also, right? Try to understand
Yeah.
this chart. Like if you understand this chart, access modifiers, you completely understand. So you just go through the video, like the above examples, and try to get this one.
Yeah.
If you're comfortable, it's fine. Otherwise, come up with questions in next class. Okay, so I'll clarify.
Exactly. Yeah.
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 So now meeting is ending in 2.5 minutes. Let me create new one and send you. And I'll talk about non-access market. This doesn't take much time. I think next 40, 30, 45 minutes I can finish. Okay. So yeah, let me send you the new Zoom meeting. I'll stop here. Okay.
Okay.